channel. So today I wanted to show you guys how to get this really nice green smoky eye. In this look I did use the Dare to Create palette, which is the Morphe 39A palette, and I used the green section because I've really been loving greens recently, and I've really been loving incorporating green in my makeup looks, so I wanted to create this look for you guys today. So if you want to see how to get this green smoky eye, then just please keep on watching. So taking the 39A palette from Morphe, which is the Dare to Create palette, I'm going to start with the shade Canvas, and I'm going to use this as my transition color in my crease, and I'm just going to work this back and forth with a clean blender brush. Now going in with Fickle from the same palette, I'm going to take this, and this is going to be my first base color for the green. I really want to do a nice gradient look, as you can see on the other eye, so I'm going to do the lightest green all over the place and then deepen it up in the crease. Now going in with Pine, which is the next deepest shade, I'm going to do the same thing but on a more pointed crease brush, and I'm just going to take this directly into the crease and really focus this in there. Like I said, I want to do little by little and really build up the gradient until I have a nice blend from the dark greens into the lighter greens. And it's okay if it gets on the lid because we are going to cut that later with concealer, so it can be messy if you need to be. So just keep going back and forth, adding colors and blending until you have a really nice seamless blend. Now I'm going to go in and mix Pine and Cat Eye. This is just going to be able to, for me to get a darker green shade since there isn't a really much darker green in the palette. So I'm just going to blend those together, and taking a really tiny little precise crease brush, I'm going to go back and forth directly into my crease and really deepen up the entire look. So once I have the color placed, I'm going to go back in with just Pine, and I'm going to blend out the edges and go back in with the same brush that we used for the Canvas transition shade and just blend everything out step by step to make sure it's super seamless. So now going in with Tarte Shape Tape, I'm just going to use this to cut my crease. So I'm going to do a more rounded shape. You can kind of do however type of shape you want. You can do directly on your lid, but I'm going to do a more rounded shape, and I'm going to go a little bit higher than my crease. Since I do kind of have hooded eyelids, I want to make sure that the color I do put on my lid is going to be very prominent and be able to be seen, so I'm just going to make it a little bit higher than my actual crease. Now to go on top of the concealer, I'm going to take the shade So Glam, which is a nice olive green shade, and I'm just going to pat this in all over the entire concealer base until I get a very nice pigmented color. So I'm just going to go back and forth between getting more product on my brush and packing it on. You want to make sure you pack rather than swipe, just to make sure you get the fullest pigmentation from the shadow.
Gave you too much, now I'm swallowed. Now I'm the fool while you're breaking rules.
Now going in with Inspire, I'm going to put that directly on top of where I just put the shade So Glam, just because I wanted it to be a little bit more of a vibrant green rather than a nice olivey tone. So I'm just going to go back and add that on top of where we just put the other shade until it is super green and super glittery. Now going back in and mixing Pine and Cat Eye, what I'm going to do is on a really tiny pointed little brush, this is the brush from the Dose of Colors, like the little palettes they come out with, I'm just going to trace the shape of the cut crease, and this is just really going to make it look defined and super cut. So I'm just going to draw it out with the little pencil side, and then taking the defined fluffy side from that same brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges with Pine, just so it goes back into the gradient blend. Now off camera, I'm just going to apply Demi G lashes from Coco Lashes, and this is the completed eye look so far. So now we're going to move on to the face. So taking the Kane & Austin primer, I'm going to apply this all over my face. This is a really good primer if you're someone that has oily skin or any sort of texture, because this is going to prime as well as mattify the skin and make sure everything looks super smooth and ready for makeup. I'm going to use the Dior Skin Forever Foundation.
Foundation today, I'm going to use and test out a sponge. So this is a $1 blending sponge from AOA Beauty or Shop Miss A. So I'm going to use this and see how it feels. This is it wet. It does kind of have the same texture as like a beauty blender mixed with like the Morphe sponge, and it does have the same cut of like some of the Real Techniques ones. So I'm going to blend this out on my foundation, and then I will do a little clip at the end of this to let you know what I think, whether or not this is a good sponge. Since it is only $1, I thought it'd be a good way to me to like try it out, let you guys know what I think, so you guys can possibly get like a dupe for a really good sponge. yeah, no, right away, I hate this. And it literally ate all of my foundation. Like, there is no foundation on my face. So this is getting thrown in the trash. Skip on this dollar sponge from Shop Miss A because it literally, as you can see, ate all of my foundation and there is nothing on my face. So I'm gonna reapply it back to my cheeks since it's gone and got eaten in the sponge. And then I'm just gonna go back in with my tried and true brush from Tarte Cosmetics.
We're just gonna finish blending the foundation with the Tarte brush. I really like how this blends out the foundation super nicely. It does a really good job and makes it look very much so like your skin. I definitely don't like the sponge, so like I said, pass on that, skip on it. Then I'm going to take Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to put it under my eyes, on my forehead, chin, and nose. And I'm just going to blend it out with the same Tarte foundation brush. I really love this concealer. I really can't talk enough about this. Like everybody knows, this is like a cult favorite. So definitely recommend checking this out if you haven't found a really good concealer yet. This one is awesome. Then I'm just going to take the Kat Von D Lock It setting powder and just set the areas I put the concealer. Everything behind for new and exciting. Then just to set the rest of my face, I am going to take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Pressed Powder and just really blend it all over the place with a big fluffy brush. To add some warmth back into my skin, I am going to take the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer in medium deep, and I'm just going to blend this around the perimeter of my face with a big fluffy brush. I'm really not looking for much definition or contour with this, just a nice added warmth. Then I'm going to take this berry pink shade from Makeup Forever and I'm going to apply it to my cheeks as a nice flush of blush. I really like the way this pink contrasted with the green. I thought it brought a really nice color to the look. And then I'm just going to go back and blend that in. Now taking the highlighter from Fenty Beauty in the shade Hustla Baby and Mean Money, I'm just going to mix those two shades together and apply it all over my face because I want to be super glowy. So I'm going to take it on my cheekbones, my forehead, my nose, cupid bow, everywhere I want to be super, super glowy. Fly, just grab my hand from him send with me tonight. Then taking Fast Lane from ColourPop, I'm going to line my waterline with this to have a nice really green emerald color to the waterline. Now going back in with Pine and Cat Eye mixed together, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this directly against my lash line, super dark. I want to make sure it is packed there very heavy with the same pointed little crease brush from Dose of Colors. Now going in with Fickle, I'm just going to blend out the edges of the darker shades that we have applied just to add more of the green vibrancy back to the look. Now I'm taking the Mean Money Hustla Baby highlighter from Fenty. I'm just going to apply this to my inner corner to add some light to my eyes. I'm then just going to apply some Benefits They're Real mascara to my lower lash line, and here is the completed eye look. Now for lips, I'm going to take Nude Potion from Ofra, which is the Nikkie Tutorials collab, and I'm just going to apply this all over my lips. Sorry I'm out of frame, I suck. Now taking the Fenty Gloss Bomb, I'm just going to apply this on top to add a nice glow to my lips. Once again, I'm out of frame for this, so I'm very sorry about that. Then to finish off, I'm going to take some Morphe Prep and Set setting spray and drench my skin, and this is the completed makeup look. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you did. Also, subscribe. I post videos every Wednesday, and I hope you guys have an awesome day. Bye!